Huh. I just saw something. Hey y'all, welcome to TNT Homesteading. This is Terry. Made it down to the cabin. This is into September time frame. I've got two things I want to get done today. First and most important is unload the firewood. We are completely, well, almost completely out of firewood. We're now officially in fall, and we love fires around the fire pit. We love fires inside the cabin, especially when it gets colder. That's one of the main ways we heat the cabin. And we needed more firewood. I've got trees. I cut down trees last year when I did the solar project. They're still cut down and not bucked and not split and not drying. So they haven't seasoned at all. So that's not going to work. Even if I was to take the time to cut and split, they still wouldn't probably burn. So I brought down some firewood. I'm going to get it stacked. May need to get another truckload because we really do like fires. The second project is I'm going to mow. Deer season starts October 1st here in Oklahoma, and it's actually a little earlier than I would like. It's like I said, end of September. But I want to just get a few things taken care of. It's really not bad, but I'm still just going to go through the area, clean it all up, and get ready for deer season so I can stay out of the deer woods, except for when I'm going into the deer woods. One thing I would love to have done, but it is too dry and I don't have the time, is to take care of all these trees from when I added the solar panels back there at the shower shack. I'm gonna have to wait for some rain before I can, and more time, because once I start burning this, it's gonna burn for a while. So mowing and firewood, and that's pretty much it. It was just a quick down and back. I came down late last night, and something's in my eye. I came down late last night, got here, read a little bit, and went to bed. It's well, later than I would like, but as you can see, the sun's not yet over the horizon, so I'm getting a pretty early start, and yeah, just trying to get this taken care of before fall gets here so I can sort of enjoy it. There's still other projects we want to do. Want to put the skirting, still need to finish the skirting project around the cabin before winter gets here. It's been so stinking hot and I just haven't had a lot of time. We've had a horribly busy summer. We've had lots of stuff going on, and getting down here and doing projects and making videos just unfortunately hasn't made it to the top of the list. So that should start being corrected. I've got a trout fishing trip coming up here in a couple weeks. I'm bringing my nephew down here for youth gun season for deer. I'm really hoping he can get his first deer this year. He's real excited, and so am I. So that's the plan. Anyway, I just saw something. Hold on. Yeah, my deer feeder's knocked over. That's not bueno at all. There's still corn. Not much, but still corn. Ooh. It bent it nice and good when it landed. Well, I'm going to get off here and look around and see what did this. I've got an idea, but I want to see if I can find some proof before I say anything. Well, I couldn't find the proof I was looking for. I'm either overlooking it, or I just can't find it, or it's just not here. But looking at the lid, Now that was the side that it landed on that rock. On that rock. So that would explain why it's all tore up. This side is all bent up. And then the latches on this side, which would have been on the top, of course that one it landed on, so I can understand it being busted. But this one on the top has been ripped out. That's from landing on the rock. My theory well, I have two theories. It could be any number of things, actually. My first, and probably most unlikely, is the neighbors I know that don't like hunting came over here and pushed it over. I don't really think that's the case. My main theory is bears. I do know they're in the area. I've never seen one on the property. I have a game camera about 15 to 20 yards away from this feeder, but it's not pointed to this feeder. So I don't know what knocked it over. I don't have a clue. I saw some scat that I didn't recognize, but I don't think it's bear. I think it could be, it don't look like deer either though, so I don't know. I don't see any tracks, but we haven't had any real rain. So the ground's nice and hard. So it's not leaving any prints. I had considered going and getting some more feed to put in here, but that's not going to be the case because I can't put the lid back on. But I will get one of the trail cameras and point over here to this pile. I would have thought if it had been a bear, he'd have ate all the corn and there wouldn't have been anything left. But we'll see. That's no bueno. All right, enough messing around with this stuff. It's time to get my day busy. I'm starting to see sunlight come over the tree line. All right, I'm over here, got the truck moved, and all we had left, firewood wise, is this little bit. I did have to buy some extra wood during the middle of the winter. Not a lot, but a little bit. So that'll be full here in just a few minutes. And I did manage to hurt myself. Those of y'all that know me won't be shocked, but while you know, moving some branches so I could get to the truck better, I managed to snap off a branch, and as it came down, my wrist hit another one, and it's not how you really want to start the day. Anyway, enough whining and complaining, it's time to get to work. All right, it's full. At least that's all I'm putting in there for now. I've got enough room, I can add a couple more rows, at least one more right there, and stack more wood. I got a little bit more wood here, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it over to the fire pit once I'm done mowing. That way we already have some over here. And it's getting hot, at least for me. It's not even 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm already becoming a hot, sweaty mess. I think it's in the 80s at the moment. Anyway, I'm going to move the truck down the drive a little bit, just in case I have another rock throwing accident. I don't want a truck window to go. I lost a car window once on my little orange car I used to have. And of course we lost the screen door window a couple months ago, got it replaced. I would like to avoid that if at all possible. Anyway, most of project 1 done. Now on to project 2. And then we'll see what I do from there. Well, I'm done. I didn't hurt myself anymore after my initial problem with that tree branch and cutting my wrist. Things look great. The only thing I wish is I wish I'd been able to have taken care of all the brush, but that'll have to wait until this winter, or at least later in the fall. But that's not a big deal. Everything looks really good. The path to the little pond looks good. It's completely dry. If I'd had more time, I'd consider getting in there with a shovel and trying to make it a little deeper. We used that excavator on it, if you remember that video, and I could only reach so far. I got all the weeds and trees that were starting to grow up over here where I cleared off the field for the solar panels, all cleaned up. Got a little stash of firewood over here by the fire pit, and I've got paths made to the tree stands, and cleaned up the way to the outhouse. I think at the moment one of our plans for this fall and winter is to try spending more and more time here. We may not both be able to be here at the same time, but if we can start spending more time here, we can start realizing what we might be missing when it comes time to really officially move here. We were hoping to try to do that by the end of this year, but at this point, I'm not sure that's going to happen. Still have problems getting the air conditioner to run for very long. I still think it should run several hours longer than it does. I don't know if it's my setup, I don't know if it's the air conditioner, I don't know what the problem is. And until I know what's going on with that, I'm really concerned about trying to move here in our Oklahoma summers, because I'm a wimp. I got over here cleaned up really well from after getting the carport down. I still have the tin because we still have to finish doing the skirting on the cabin. But overall, I've had a really good Saturday, and I don't know if y'all can hear the boats down at the river or not, but anyway, I've had a really good weekend. Probably going to take a shower here in a minute and sit and relax for a few minutes before heading home. Anyway, I hope you have a really good weekend, and we got a lot of stuff going on this fall, so videos will pick back up. I don't know when this video will get aired, probably in 2 weeks, and then we'll see how things go. I've got projects planned, but I've got fishing trips planned, I've got hunting trips planned with my nephew especially, and I don't know how the videos are going to go, but there's stuff we want to get done around here before fall gets here, or before winter gets here, so I want to enjoy this fall weather. Anyway, y'all have a great day, and see you on the next video. Bye.